Don't limit yourself. That's the theme of today's show. Sort of the last one where I'm on the road. I'll be back in the office, scheduling right time and doing it from the office tomorrow. But going to do a short little motivational message today. And that's don't limit yourself. And we saw that this weekend at the Korean Martial Art Festival. People that were stretching their limits, doing something just a little bit different, maybe a little out of their comfort zone, and finding out they could do more than they believed they could, and learning more and learning something different than they were initially exposed to, maybe in the martial arts that they were studying, because now they were exposed to a variety of instructors and arts and different perspectives, and that just helped them grow. So with anything that you do, doesn't matter if it's martial arts or something else, don't limit yourself. Don't put limits on what you can do, because we don't know our limits. People do amazing things, and all of the advancements and all of the wonderful things that have happened in the world are because people didn't put limits on themselves and believe that they could do more. The Wright brothers believed that we could fly. They didn't limit us to being on the ground. John F. Kennedy committed to putting somebody on the moon before the end of that decade, and we did it. And do you realize that I am filming this video right now with my iPhone that has more technology than they had in that whole space program in the 60s to put somebody on the moon? We can't limit ourselves. Nelson says, good morning. Good morning, Nelson. It was so great to see you this weekend. Enjoyed your class yesterday and enjoyed spending time with you this weekend. Nelson is one of the instructors down here in the Korean Martial Art Festival. This was his first year of instructing. Won't be his last, because he did a fantastic session. People really enjoyed it. And so I'm looking forward to seeing Nelson teaching again next year. We'll be back down here doing it again. And I'll be heading home today. Like I said, this is my last day in Florida, visiting a good friend, Greg Bledsoe, who's also one of the instructors at the Korean Martial Art Festival. And so it's a great reunion trip for me to see old friends, meet new friends, get to do some teaching, get to do some learning. And again, I'm trying not to limit myself. I'm stuck up in Montana sometimes, and it's just wonderful to come down here and interact with all these other instructors so I can take new things back home to those that I teach up in Montana. And that's part of why I stressed this weekend that you need to go to conferences and events in your industry, whether it's martial arts. This is a great one to go to. If you're involved in another industry, go out and learn from others and expand your knowledge base and expand what you do. Don't limit yourself to just being closed-minded in where you're at and what you do. Open those limits so you can expand, and it only enriches everyone. It enriches you, and it enriches those that you interact with afterwards, because you have a bigger body of knowledge and more to share. I mean, it would be sad if I never learned new stuff to take back to the people that I teach in Montana. And that's one of the wonderful things about going to an event like this, is I can bring stuff back to them because they weren't able to come here themselves. And that's what you need to do with whatever you're involved in. Go out, learn from others, and then help those that you serve even better, because you're learning from so many different places. Don't put limits on it. Do your absolute best, and then enjoy it. It is absolutely wonderful to get out and interact with great instructors, great people, and learn what they have to share and enrich your knowledge base. Doing it live is wonderful. Doing it through videos is a resource. Doing it through books is another resource. But when you can actually get live and meet those people and those instructors and interact with them, there's nothing that beats that. So go out and do it with whatever you are doing. And if you're a martial artist, put next April, I forget the exact dates, but it's in April, and you can probably find it on Korean Martial Art Festival. It's kmaf.info. I'm sure he has the dates for the next couple of years, probably on there, because Thomas Gordon plans way out in advance. But if you're a martial artist, put that one on your calendar for next year. If you're not a martial artist, get online, start searching for conferences and places where you can go experience live interaction with instructors to better yourself, because don't put limits on yourself. Don't put limits on your education. Don't put limits on what you can do. Get out, do more, enjoy life, stay safe doing it. We will see everybody tomorrow.